John Cena is expected to appear at WrestleMania 39, and he's not going to just have a small segment on the show. No, the man is going to be wrestling at the event. This is big. John Cena has not had a match in about 16 months, and when WrestleMania comes around, it'll be almost 2 years long. Since he doesn't come around too often anymore, WWE has got to pick the right person. Let's talk about some names that could be great choices to have that big match with Big Match John. Number 7, Logan Paul. After his performance at Crown Jewel, Logan Paul solidified himself as the real deal. He's not just here to mess around and collect some checks. No, Logan Paul is a true WWE superstar. When it comes to his in-ring ability, he's extremely gifted. When you also consider the star power that he has and what he brings to the table in terms of the audience, this seems like it could be a great idea. To make things even sweeter, this WrestleMania is taking place in Hollywood. It doesn't get more Hollywood than this. Logan Paul and John Cena are two of Hollywood's biggest names right now, and Logan Paul could also use a win. A victory over John Cena would only increase his credibility. The only problem with this match is that we don't know if Logan Paul is going to be healthy by then. He did blow out his knee and tore his MCL, meniscus, and possibly his ACL. That is rough. If he didn't tear his ACL, I think there's a great chance he's going to make the show. And even if he did, it's still possible, but I would doubt it. A recovery for that type of injury usually takes longer than even anticipated. But if Paul is available, I would love to see this match happen. Number 6, Seth Rollins. If Logan Paul isn't an option, then the US champion Seth freaking Rollins could be an amazing decision as well. John Cena and Seth Rollins have had beef in the past before, so it wouldn't be hard to start a program between these two guys. And if you remember their match at SummerSlam, you should know that this would probably be a banger. John Cena and Seth Rollins are two people that should probably have had more matches with each other in their career because they got great chemistry. Assuming he's still the US champion as well, this would elevate that championship even more. You could honestly make this the main event of the first night of WrestleMania. It would also be really cool to see Seth Rollins feuding with John Cena now that he's older, wiser, and has more experience. The feud would probably be better also because the Authority wouldn't be around. Number 5, Bray Wyatt. John Cena and Bray Wyatt have had 2 WrestleMania matches in the past. The first one came at WrestleMania 30 when John Cena defeated Bray Wyatt. The second time around, John Cena took on Bray Wyatt's alter ego, The Fiend, in a Firefly Funhouse match. It wasn't a traditional in-ring match. No, this was more of a cinematic masterpiece that I loved regardless of the hate that it received by wrestling fans who didn't like it. Because they didn't get the chance to share the ring in front of a crowd and an audience, I would be open to them feuding one more time with Bray Wyatt, finally beating John Cena in front of a bunch of people in a legit match. Ever since coming back, Wyatt's been one of the hottest things in the company, although some of that momentum has slowed down a bit because the storyline he's currently involved in is a slow burn. The fans still care about him a lot, and the new gimmick is also interesting. It would be cool to see John Cena get involved with him because he's clearly an important piece of his past. It's possible that we can only get more answers about this new Bray Wyatt if he feuds with John Cena, you know what I'm saying? Number 4, Edge. You can consider Edge one of John Cena's greatest rivalries in his 20-year-long career. If you're watching WWE during the Ruthless Aggression era, you remember those classic moments of Edge slapping John Cena's dad in the face, or the iconic attitude adjustment off of the ladder onto tables. Like I said, these two were wrestling soulmates. With that being said, who wouldn't want to see them run it back one more time for WrestleMania season? Like who? You can make the argument that it probably would be smarter for these two guys to wrestle younger people that they can actually put over, but I'd say, who cares? The general audience and the older WWE fans would love to see it, and it's WrestleMania. This is the biggest show of the year where many former fans return and they would pop for it, and I'm sure also the newer fans would love to see it too, who didn't get the chance to see that live with Johnson and Edge having their matches in 2006. The only question about this match is how good would it be? How good would the wrestling be? Because John Cena and Edge are almost in their 50s. God damn, I'm old. You know what? Let's just move on to the next one before I have an existential crisis. Number 3, Cody Rhodes. Many people want to see Cody Rhodes return to WWE from injury to win the Royal Rumble and then ultimately dethrone Roman Reigns to become the undisputed WWE champion. It's a story that writes itself. The tiny problem with that is that WWE isn't sure if The Rock is coming back or not for one more match against his cousin. Because if he comes back, we should expect Roman Reigns and The Rock to main event WrestleMania. Let's say he does come back, then what happens with Cody Rhodes? I say put him in a program with the next biggest star, John Cena. Cody and Cena have wrestled in the past, but that was when Cody Rhodes was just a little baby. He was such a noob. The American Nightmare is a totally different wrestler. I really can't even tell you what this feud would be about, but I don't care. It's John Cena, it's Cody Rhodes, you got money written all over it. The WWE can come up with something unique for the story, and I'd be probably satisfied with it. So if Roman Reigns is busy and Cody needs a match, this needs to happen at WrestleMania. Number 2, Gunther. John Cena has never won the IC championship. Gunther is the IC champion right now and probably won't be dropping it anytime soon. Do you see where I'm going with this one? John Cena chasing his first ever IC title to become a Grand Slam champion, and facing Gunther needs to happen. And WrestleMania could be the perfect destination. I feel like John Cena will only come back to put over young talent, and this would fit under that category. Gunther versus Cena seems pretty random on paper, but it would go hard. John Cena is the complete opposite of Gunther. He's a character, and some would say he's a joke to professional wrestling, like Daniel Bryan said in 2013. Gunther, on the other hand, takes his sport very seriously and will probably beat the crap out of John Cena. And honestly, I would love to see a new John Cena come out for this match, a more brutal and vicious one taken to his limits. Like I said, this needs to happen, even if it's not at WrestleMania 39. Number 1, Austin Theory. After losing his Money in the Bank contract, WWE owes Austin Theory a favor, and a match against John Cena at WrestleMania would be the perfect replacement for taking away his big championship match. They've got to realize, at this point in his career, John Cena doesn't come around too often, and wrestling him is probably more important than winning a title. Look, Austin Theory has enough time to win those belts whenever he wants, but wrestling his favorite superstar that inspired him would probably feel better. Theory versus Cena was heavily teased all year due to their comparisons, and I think this is the right move. John Cena putting over Austin Theory would solidify him as a superstar. It would catapult his career, giving him a ton of momentum. I think Theory is going to turn face soon, and winning this match clean could be a nice payoff. After the match, sharing the ring together and embracing each other would be a nice touch. And I'm really serious about this. I think that a John Cena match is more prestigious. So with that being said, I think losing Money in the Bank would be all worth it if you have a match against John Cena. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below who you think John Cena should face at WrestleMania 39, and I'll see you all in the next video.